Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel, folks. As you can see, there's a little bit of a surprise sunrise this morning. I really wasn't expecting that to happen. I thought I was pretty well shut out by the clouds. And then all of a sudden that just kind of opened up. Kind of crazy how that works. I wasn't even ready for it. I thought I was skunked. But for those of you following along at home, you probably recognize this spot from video a couple weeks ago. I'll put a link up to it in the top if you haven't seen it. But this is a spot that I've been to before, and kind of in my theory of embracing the local, because we can't travel too much, I'm back at a spot I've been to before. I was really hoping for a great big sunrise this morning, but what I got is not too bad. I'll take it. You know, part of my philosophy in photography is to keep going back to places and trying again, and not giving up on getting a shot. So I'll probably come back to this spot again, trying to get the really big epic shot that I want. But you know, I always feel like I should just go back to the same spots over and over again until I get the shot I'm after. This is a clear enough sky. I could easily just sky swap the heck out of this. But you'll never see me do that kind of stuff because that's just not the way I work. I need to pause here real quick. I really need to shoot this. All right, anyway, sorry. I had to grab the camera and shoot a little sun star as it came through the clouds there. Again, something I wasn't really expecting to see. And then it just happened. And because I was too busy talking to this silly camera, I wasn't ready for it. But I was talking about the theory that I'll just keep coming back to places. I find it's, you know, sometimes very important to just keep working at it. There's a certain pleasure and joy that you get when you finally create an image that you may have envisioned for quite some time. I know that there are several images in my portfolio that took several years for them to happen. It took just over 2 years to make the vision for this image a reality. You know, and there was a great sense of pride and excitement that came from that. It wasn't, you know, all created in Photoshop and from a sky pack that, you know, every other wannabe landscape photographer that doesn't want to put in the time can buy and use, and then you have the same sky in 300 images online, and I'm just not into that. I'm never going to be. I'm never going to get on board with that kind of stuff. It's just not, it's not my style. It's not the way I do things. I'd much rather strike out 10 times on the same shot and going back and trying again than to fake it. I just don't get any sense of pride out of that. So, you know, kind of as a wrap up to this video, I'm going to show a few of the images from my portfolio that are good examples of why you go back, why the conditions change, what differences you might see. You know, kind of share what the same spot looks like under different conditions, different times of year, different seasons, different water levels. Taken almost 3 years apart in almost the same spot, but they look drastically different, each unique and worthy of the time taken to create them. Different sky conditions. I mean, it's so varied that you can always go back and reshoot. Getting shut out by the weather is the most frustrating thing. It's happened to me more times than I can count, but it makes it so much better when the light happens and I catch those places that I love in the greatest conditions. A spot or a location and get a new image out of. I've got some favorite places I've been to countless times, and I never get tired of it. It never gets old. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about today a little bit. This morning's sunrise was kind of a surprise that didn't start out with great hopes. Had good hopes in the middle, and then kind of waned, and then it got better as time went on. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming along with me today. And we're going to talk about why you go back to the same places over and over again, and keep trying at making images of a place that you like. So I hope you enjoy it. No trip to the Outer Banks is ever complete without time spent at Body Island Lighthouse. Whether it's shooting sunset or sunrise, this place never fails to deliver. I will go back every single time I get the chance. Going back gives you the opportunity to experience a place under very different conditions, whether it's snow or blooming wildflowers. We don't always get the light we want. Sometimes we make do and make images anyway. Other times, we insist on going back so that we can finally capture that iconic scene in some glorious light. And it doesn't have to be some faraway exotic location, even if it's something close to home. The same scene can look different under wildly different conditions. And sometimes you get an image that you've been visualizing for a long time. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little insight into my thought process in the field on getting the image right, going back to the same locations over and over again until you get that shot, and not relying on, artificial intelligence or Photoshop or just making it up in the computer as you go. That's my way of doing it, and that's just kind of my thought process and my theory on it. So if you enjoyed today's video, please let me know down in the comment section. Hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you don't already get notifications when I post a new video, hit the little bell, get notified, because I don't post things as super regular as a lot of the other YouTube photographers out there. So that you don't miss it, hit the little bell and get that notification. So thanks for coming along with me this week, and until next time, may the good light find you.